It all barely fit into a single swing. For media giants like NBC Sports and Yahoo Sports, this wasn't just a tournament debut, it was a full-blown trial by fire, testing both pedigree and poise. Every click of a camera was a reminder. The expectations weren't just high, they were sky-high. The hype machine had been running non-stop. Charlie's qualifying rounds had stunned onlookers, capped off by a dominant AJA victory and clutch playoff performances, clear signs that a rising star was in the making. Now, under the early afternoon sun in Dallas, he stood on the brink of junior golf history. But the thing about expectations, that massive, they can crush you. One misstep, one bad hole, and whispers of Tiger's kid can turn into unforgiving judgment. NBC warned this was exactly the kind of moment where pressure can unravel even the most promising talents. Yahoo showed the deeper reality Tiger Woods himself, watching silently from the sidelines. His presence a mix of pride, hope, and the unspoken weight of legacy. When you combine Charlie's electrifying rise with the AJA win, the playoff clutch, the family name, it creates a pressure cooker few can handle. And just before that first swing, the silence said it all. No cheers, no margin for error, just tension. What happened next? That's where the story veered off course. Because no one, not the media, not the fans, not even Tiger could have predicted how badly things would go. The first hole at Trinity Forest wasn't just a tee box. It was a furnace of expectation. And Charlie Woods, he never quite escaped the heat. From the moment his opening drive left the club face, something felt wrong. The sharpness that carried Charlie through Coral Springs. Qualifying was gone. The confidence from his AJA victory. Missing. This wasn't the Charlie Woods fans had come to witness. It was a version no one expected, one that looked overwhelmed from the start. That harsh reality set in fast. By the turn, his scorecard was bleeding +8 on the front nine, riddled with errant tee shots, shaky approaches, and missed putts that had looked routine just a month earlier. 2 double bogeys on holes 3 and 7 told the story of a round unraveling. He wasn't just behind, he was in free fall, and each hole felt steeper than the last. In just 9 holes, he went from rising contender to question mark. The back 9 offered only brief glimpses of what could have been birdies on 11 and 16. Flashes of the player people had hoped to see, but they were lost amid bogeys and more miscues. The rhythm never clicked, the nerves never eased. Charlie finished with a crushing 8-1-1-1, over par tied for 240th out of 264 players. The match play cut, 9 strokes too far, and slipping with every competitor still on the course. This wasn't a rough start, it was a real-time collapse. Commentators were stunned. NBC's team, hopeful at first, fell silent as things spiraled. Golf Monthly called it a difficult start, but let's be real, it was disastrous. Charlie Woods entered as a wild card with momentum and walked off the 18th green, carrying the burden of a famous name and a scoreboard that didn't lie. And the worst part, this wasn't pressure, it was implosion. Pressure reveals a golfer's character, but stats expose the full truth. On July 21st, 2025, Charlie's numbers were unforgiving. Just 3 of 14 fairways hit. On a course like Trinity Forest where precision is everything, that's not a red flag. It's a blaring siren. His drives were all over the map, and his game, once electric, was nowhere to be found. His drives kept leaking right, pushing him into thick grass and awkward lies, forcing constant recovery shots. When you can't find the fairway every hole, turns into a grind and Charlie was knee-deep in it.